Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Number One coming to you with another lesson through the spirit and power. We have Bashem Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to say Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors, as always, to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Arkham out there doing this work, laboring in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and peace and blessings and much love to the Arkham and the Arkwaf out there, so brothers and their sisters out there that believe, across, the whole face of the earth, man, from amongst all the nations, peace and blessings unto you. So it's going to be a brief lesson. I'm going to play a couple of short videos that I captured the other night after, last night after camp, after getting back to the ends, but first I'm going to read the scripture first. I'm going to play the videos for you, I'm just playing the videos just to show whoever, may watch this to give them a boost, man. Like, I showed my brothers, in the faith, the videos, man, and it was uplifting to them, man. Basically, it was, I captured some chariots, man, on film. So, and anytime we see the chariots, man, it's just it's a faith booster, and it just gets us know that we're closer to, than ever to getting out of here, man. So let me read this anyway. I'm gonna start at Luke 21 and 25, and it says, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring." We get these the blood moons. We get these eclipses. We get all all types of extreme weathers now that are more prevalent, which Esau likes to put it down to climate change, man. And it is climate change to a degree, but it's the Lord changing the climate, man. The Lord is changing these things, and these are signs, man. All right, all these floods that have been happening, tsunamis and hurricanes and the likes of. 26 says, "Men's hearts failing them for fear, and looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken." And those powers of heaven, that's talking about the ruling elites, man. All right? Because their time is short, man. Once Yahweh comes back, it's over. It's over for them. Once he breaks those clouds with them chariots and the angels, man, it's over for them. Verse 27 says, "And then shall they see the Son of Man, Yahushai, coming in a cloud with power and great glory." That pertains to Revelation 1 and 7. And when the power, he's coming back, he's coming back with full strength, man, with the glory, of his strength, man, from his Father, man, and the power of the chariots and the angels, man, his army. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So, we're always looking up, man. Not many people in this world actually look up. Most people are either walking around looking straight ahead or looking down, man. I mean, I, for one, am always, I don't know about any other brothers, I'm sure other brothers too, but I'm always looking up, man. And that's just on the hope, with faith, that the Most High gives me the signs, man, keeps giving me those signs, So I'm going to play these short videos. Excuse the music, man. That was, I believe, some Polish Edomites, playing some kind of Polish drill music or something. You know how they was following up the case and even that and trying to emulate case. But yeah, as you can see, beautiful chariot right there, man. And it looks kind of orangey red, you know. And I thought, and I was amazed to see one, and because it seems so large in comparison to the ones that you see sometimes, But then, lo and behold, there was another one, man. This is not the same one, and you can tell by the footage. This is another one straight away. After that one disappeared, I started walking. I spotted the next one still. So as you can see now, the footage is different. There's another one, man. And it was especially when you've finished doing the work of the Lord, man. And you're getting back to your rest, and the Lord just shows you something, man, like that. It's a really beautiful thing. And I've got one more I'm going to show you, and this is an old one from Instagram, right? It's a long video, so I'm not going to show it all, but watch how they move. In fact, I'm going to catch you from the start, and there's a reason. Now, you watch that, right?
No, it's not.
So you got 7 chariots there. No, slacker, there's 6 right there.
Those are not planes, dude. What the fuck? Look at that shit. Look at that shit, dude. They're going in weird directions and shit.
But look how it,
7. Upside down.
Like I said, it's a reverse 7, man. And we all know 7 means completion.
Look at the bottom one. Look at the bottom one.
But look how they're moving, man. And you see how the heathens see these things, man? And to them, it's UFOs, man.
The plane's been stopped at before 7. My camera's
if they really understood what they really were, I think they'd be even more afraid.
Look. We're gonna die tonight.
You heard that Edom says we're gonna die tonight, man. And that's precisely what is going to happen when the house returns. A lot of people are going to die, man.
That's fucking crazy. That's not fucking planes, dude. Those are not planes. They're moving.
I was trying to find this
you see how they
crazy one where the chariots are doing all these formations and this Jake is just losing his mind.
That's a plane right there. That's a government plane.
And he's he's calling for the police to
That's not.
to do something, man. The police aren't gonna. Nobody is gonna be able to do anything in that day.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the second time we've seen
in that day when the house returns,
then the second one they split up.
Nobody's going to be able to do
Look
anything.
At that. It just disappeared.
Anyway, let's get back into the scriptures, man. Like I said, I want to keep this one quite short. I want to get a few scriptures, just to hit the bring home the point. Isaiah 66. I haven't come to this one for a long time. And this is pertaining to what we just read. Isaiah 66:15 says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." And the flames of fire, those are laser beams, man. All right? Because remember, we're talking about old interpretations before the likes of laser beams were even spoken about. To them, it was flames of fire, man. The old prophets. It says, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many." So there's going to be a lot of death in that day. Remember the scripture says it's a day of darkness and not light, because at that moment, that's when the nukes are going to be popping off, man. And in order for us to escape that devastation, we have to be on them chariots, man. So it's a whole combination just madness on that. Not madness, if you know what I mean. It's a whole combination of just pure and utter chaos and destruction on that day, man. Verse 17 says, "They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord." So that all the sinners, of our people that have not hearkened unto the word of the Lord, man, and that are still, committing sin willfully, man, are going to be destroyed in that day, man. What did I want to get? All right, yeah. Because I was talking about, escaping that nuclear destruction, man. So, 1 Thessalonians 4, and this has been coming out a lot recently, man. I think, and rightfully so, because, that's what we're meditating more and more on this, man. Verse 13 says, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will Yahweh bring with him. For we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep, because they're ordained, man. Those that have died in the truth, serving Yahweh then those that are of the elect are ordained, man. So death will not stop them from being risen. All right, that will not stop them. They will be there on them chariots, man. All right, they will be there on them chariots to see the coming destruction of Babylon and many other places on the earth, because we're not all in Babylon. It says, for verse 16 says, "For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord." That's it, man. Once you've been beamed into those chariots, man, you basically made it, man. You've achieved that goal of what we're all here for, is for salvation. Amongst other things, the kingdom, the scene, the destruction of the Edomites, bringing righteousness back into the world, and all those good things. But ultimately, that all begins when we saved, man. Because we're not saved yet. We're not like them Christians always talk about being saved, man. Are you saved, brother? No, we're not saved, man. We're not saved until we overcome that coming destruction. There's no getting around that. I'm just going to get one more scripture. Like I said, I was going to keep this short, so I'm just going to go to, in fact, let me go to Revelation 15 first. Revelation 15:1, it says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass, mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High." And it says, look, over his image and over his mark, man. So you're not going to be on those, you know, you're not going to be on that chariot, man, viewing that if you taking that thing, that MOTB, man. You know, these guys telling you can take it, or you can take it and take it out, or it's philosophies and all of this other garbage, man. Right? It's a physical thing that they're gonna try and entice and tempt and put you in a position where you'll be tempted to take it, man. And if you do, you ain't gonna. That's not gonna be you, right? You're not gonna be one of those men. This verse 3 says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Last one. Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Right? And I read that because those clouds pertain to the chariots, just like the world would pertain to the chariot. Right? And the great mountains sometimes pertain to governments, but sometimes pertain to, you know, the image of giant, or let's say ginormous chariots, man. You know, it talks about that in was it Second Ezra's 13, I believe, chapter 13. All right. So yeah. Anyway, just a quick one, just to show that one. Lord willing, it's it's uplifting for anyone that watches this, and Lord willing, this was edifying. You know. So with that, I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai once more. And with that, I say shalom to the next one.